Noong noong 1972, siguro, ewan ko natandaan siya, siyempre, September 21, 1972, that was the declaration of the martial law. No? Nasa school ako noon. At I do not know why, I was very much against it. No? Talagang simula't simula, parang parang sa pagkakaintindi ko, ito ay isang paraan ng pag-suppress, no? Suppression ng mga privileges, no? Ng mga rights ng mga tao. Kaya I was very much against it. And I was very vocal against it. Kapag ka may mga forum, may mga those who were extolling the beauty of the, the martial law, I would stand to contradict them. I was very visible in my opposition against the martial law. Because of that, naranasan ko na I was blacklisted by the Philippine Constabulary at the time. Pero hindi ako natatakot. Okay lang sa akin. Basta I would like to speak out, what I believe was true. Okay? So, that was 1972. At that time nagkaroon na rin ng movement itong Pulyon na magkaroon ng municipality to the initiative of Father Moreta. Babalikan ko muna yan bago bumalik sa advisory council. To the initiative of Father Moreta, nagkaroon na ng attempt na maging munisipyo to. Especially at that time when Ramon Mitra Sr. was elected as a senator in 1971. I was a leader. I was a political leader at the time. The very time that I started teaching in 1965, that was the election of Mitra against the incumbent Gaudencio I. Abordo at the time. So I was tapped as a supporter of Mitra in 1965, and modesty aside, Mitra won overwhelmingly in Guia. Ako yung nagpauso rito ng mga rally. Noon ang mga kandidato ay yun ta. Pumupunta lang sa mga kamay. Pero nung pumasok ako sa politika, doon nag-start yung mga malalaking throng of people ng political rally. Okay? Madalaking kayo, maraming tao. Okay? So, we won in 1965. Kaya naging masyadong malapit kami ni Mitra. And he ran for re-election in 1969. 4 years noon in 1969. And again, he won overwhelmingly. Ang kalaban niya ay ng administrasyon, kung natatandaan ninyo, Minister of Agriculture. I won't mention the name anymore. Pero bata siya ng administrasyon ni President Marcos. Pero he was humiliated in Guia. And makikita ninyo na I made it, I made it, kumbaga, parang unbelievable. Kasi kalaban ko ang administrasyon eh. Kalaban ko ang chief of sanitarium. No? At ang lahat, the cohorts of the chief of sanitarium, siyempre kalaban ko. So, ako naman, tuloy lang ang laban. Okay? At again, he won overwhelmingly again in Guia. So, okay. In 1971, he ran for senator. Kung natatandaan ninyo, nagkaroon ng Plaza Terada Family. And Mitra was one of the victims. Pero nanalo siya noong election 1971. But when martial law was declared in 1972, nawala ang Senate. Pero yung yung election ni Mitra noon from 1965, 69, and 71, that inspired Father Moreta to initiate the movement to convert Culion into a municipality. How determined Father Moreta then to convert Culion into a municipality? Do you know? He would go from chapel to chapel. He had a difficulty of speaking, no? Because he is a Filipino Hispanic, so he could not really speak in Filipino. And there was somebody na kinakailangan magkaroon ng interpreter. And what you imagine na naging interpreter niya is one Protestant pastor by the name of Reverend Celestino Flores. So, ako ang kasama nila, okay? Oh, inaano niya, si Father Moreta is expounding on advantages of the municipality. Kasi nung araw na yon, nung panahon na yon, nakikita na parang may foresight na si Father Moreta na magkakaroon ng encroachment yung mga tao. Na yung mga talagang mga legitimate people of Culion might be pushed into the corner. Na ito ng mga dayuhan ang ang nangyayari, di ba? Okay. So,
anong year po yun?
Hanggang nandito si Father Moreta, no? Kaya lang nung 1972 na-wash out ang Senate, no? Naging National Assembly, di ba? Naging National Assembly. So, the attempt for the conversion of Culion into municipality, which was then, it was, kumbaga parang, hindi naman some sort of sponsoring, but there was some sort of special attention that was given to this proposal by no less than the Lady Senator Elena Benitez and the assassinated Senator Benigno Aquino, no? During that time. So in-entertain nila yung proposal. Ang problema, talagang it would never be considered dahil unconstitutional. It was pronounced unconstitutional. Dahil ang hinihingi ng Culion through the initiative of Father Moreta. At sinusuportahan din ni Mitsa noon ay ang Culion ay gawin special municipality. Special municipality. Na ang ibig sabihin ng special municipality, ang uupo lamang naka-qualified na pwedeng umupo as officers or officials ay ang mga people affected by leprosy. So, discriminated na yung mga iba. So, this is unconstitutional. So, nawala yun. It died there because of its unconstitutionality. And at the same time, Father Moreta left in 1976. So pag-alis niya noong 1976, parang wala nang
kalimutan na.
In fact, sa totoo lang, nagpadala si Father Moreta ng grupo sa Maynila. No, I think that was in 1969. The Advisory Council and some people in the Ontario. Pero wala nangyari yun, no?
Pushing sana
yun yan.
conversion.
Kasi hindi kayo nakakaboto, lalo. Diba?
So, imagine, nauna yung card kaysa sa kabayo. No? So, ganun naman na nangyari. In 1973, nagkaroon naman ng isang attempt and I headed a three-man committee na nagdala kami ng petition sa Office of the Department of Interior Local Government ni Jose Ronyo at the time. Kasama ko si Mr. Roselio noon and the late Eduardo Opianga. Okay. Sila kasagsagan ng martial law noon. 1973. Okay. Pero hindi nagkaroon ng tawag dito na good effect, no? Ano na yun, parang nabaliwala lang din yun. Pero noon kasing panahon na yun, hindi pa pala. Kung hindi, okay, nawala yung ng pagiging munisipyo ng panahon na yun, no? Natapos yun. Pero noong 1976, no? Noong 1976 na nawala si Father Moreta, inisip ko na siguro magandang ituloy ang dream ni Father Mata. Kasi ako sa school, yung mga nagka-graduate na mga bata dito sa high school, telegrama mga telegrama pa nun, wala pa yung mga text, wala pa yung so tataga mo ang telegrama, sir, paano ba ito? Tinatanong ko saan ang pinanganak na, saan ang kapanganakan namin, sasabihin ba namin sa ay experience na yun na kapag sinabing taga-Paul yun, they were discriminated. So, napipilitan sila na itago ang kanilang sarili. Pinanganak sila sa Palawan, Palawan, minsan sa Puro, saan. So, naisip ko na, kawawa naman kami mga taga-Puro, kawawa yung mga bata. At siyempre ako sa school, 40 to 45, hundreds of them, namimit ko yan araw-araw. Wala silang mga sakit. Ang gaganda mga bata. No? Nasa mga second and third generations na sila. Ang gaganda mga bata. Pero why suffer discrimination? Mainly because they came from Kulion. Kasi at the time, Kulion has acquired that very bad image as the Isle of the Living Dead. The island of medical exiles. Okay? Ang dami-daming masasamang brand attributed to Kulion because of the disease. Kaya tuloy, ang discrimination ay once na sinabing taga-Kulion, discriminated ka na kagad. Okay? So, naisip ko na, paano ba mawawala ito? No? Na ang Kulion, bukod sa roon, anong klaseng citizens ang Kulion meron? The citizens of Kulion did not enjoy, no, the entire privilege and rights under his constitution. Why? Because he was disenfranchised or he was deprived to vote for the local election. Hindi sila makaboto eh. And the absence of one right under the constitution means incomplete. Your citizenship is incomplete. Eh, nagtuturo ako ng social science eh. Okay? So, kaya naging very, I was very intense to really work, in such a way that we may be able to get out of this discrimination, okay, and to wipe out that kind of brand, the island of the living dead, or something that is very bad for children. So, noong 1976, na wala si Father Moreta, 1983, napatay si Ninoy Aquino. Di ba? Okay. Nung mapatay si Ninoy Aquino, kumbaga, yung mga oposisyon, kasama ako ron, na naging very active, no? Sumisigaw sa mga kalsada, ganyan, maging dito. At kalaban ako ng martial law. Okay. So, nung magkaroon ng election, I think that was in 1984, para sa National Assembly, tumakbo si Mitra. At nanalo si Mitra again. Okay? Nung panahon na yun, ako pa rin ang leader niya rito. So, napakalalim ng pinagsamahan namin ni Mitra. Nung panahon na yun. So, yan, itinuloy ko yung laban. Itinuloy ko na yung the torch of responsibility to continue fighting for the Confession of Kulion Intermunicipality. Ginampanan ko yun. Okay? At, okay. Hanggang sa nagkaroon ng EDSA Revolution. 1986. Di ba? February 25. Di ba? February 22 and then February 25. Okay? 1986. Kalaban ko yung administrasyon. Okay? Kalaban ko yung administrasyon. So, siyempre, kami na ngayon ang nasa poder. Eh, dati ko siyang kalaban. I work out for this, hindi naman talaga pinsala kaya trabaho. Nailipat man lang. And at the same time, I work for the appointment of Dr. Paul Evangelista to become the chief of the sanitarium. Yung sanitarium at the time. Pero siyempre, nagsimula muna sa as OIC. Okay. Pero I was the one who may picture ako niyan to prove that I really work for his appointment. Dinala ko siya kay, yes, ang base ko doon sa Maynila ay, at that time, si Mitra ay naging Minister of Agriculture. Okay? So, pag pumupunta ako sa Maynila, sa kanya ako pumupunta. Na katulad nung, yun nga, na sana malipat si Dr. Mariano sa Samora, basta mawala lang dito sa Kulyon. And then, malipat mapapalit si Dr. Paul. So, humarap ako kay Health Secretary, Health Minister Benson. At lahat, very smooth naman. Wala kang naging problema. Now, paano itong tawag ito, conversion of Cullion into municipality? Hanggang ganun lang. Would you imagine, sa laki ng pagnanasa ko, I have some persons to votes of what I have done. No? Nandiyan buhay pa si Mr. Eduardo Solgon. Nandiyan si Sunny Gomez. Nandiyan, ano? Nandiyan pa si Igmar Taok. No? Alam ba niya na sa kagustuhan ko lang na kanya ma-convert ang Cullion into municipality. Na wala pa, hindi pa nakakaboto noon. No? Pumunta ako sa bahay ni Doña Aurora sa Times Street. Oo, nagpapatulong ako. Ano sabi ni Doña Aurora? Alam mo, sabi niya, lahat ng bagay lang tungkol sa Palawan, go to Monching. Go to Monching nila. Lagi na kami tinita. Yan gano'n, pero na-meet ko siya. Talagang ganun ka-enthusiastic. Ano ko noon. So, okay. So that was 1986, no? At the same time, nung maupo na si Dr. Paul, nung maupo na si Dr. Paul as Chief of Sanitarian, nag-create siya ng kanyang advisory council. And sa formation ng advisory council, I was chosen as the chairman of the advisory council. Ang kasama ko noon, Madam Marcelina Manatan, the late Antonio Riag, the late Benjamin Tala, the late Rodolfo Abad, the late Maximo Sanyel, the late Eusebio Palangka o Balala. Sila ang mga kasama ko noon. Okay. Ang nabubuhay na lang dyan sa tingin ko, kasi si Mario de la Cruz pumalit siya kay Mr. Sanyel noon. Umalis si Mr. Sanyel. Kaya kasama namin si Mario de la Cruz. So, tatlo na lang kami yata buhay, no? Si Mama Natad, si Mario, at saka ako. Okay. Pero doon sa advisory council na yon, doon talaga nagsimula talaga yung, kumbaga, yung talagang tunay na laban, tunay na simula kung paano talaga nagkaroon ng kaganapan ng pagiging munisipyo ng Cullion. And so I had nung tumakbo si Ponce de Leon, first time na tumakbo si Ponce de Leon, that was in 1987. Nagkaroon ng congressional election in 1987. That was the first time also that Palawan was divided into two districts. Tatandama. Okay? So, nagkaroon ng first district, nagkaroon ng second district. Ponce de Leon was the candidate for the first district and Mitra was for the candidate for the second district sa Puerto Princesa. Parehong nanalo yun. So, I was a leader of Ponce de Leon. Okay. Si Ponce de Leon, nung pumunta dito, okay, kinausap ko siya dito, dyan sa may terrace ng bahay ko. Tana. Sabi ko, Congressman, nakagalang tawag ka eh. Alam mo, Congressman, sabi ko, sa tingin ko, hindi ka na kailangan magpakapagod na magsalita sa plaza. Sabi ko.
Congressman.
Pero meron akong hihilingin sa iyo kung magagawa mo. Sabi, ano yun? Sabi ko, gagawa ko na isang covenant. Gagawa kami ng covenant at pipirmahan mo. Advisory Council. So itong covenant na ito, ang ilalatag ko, magpapatawag ako ng isang malaking meeting. No? At ilalatag ko itong mga magiging covenant of pledges mo sa taong bayan. So hindi ka na kinakailangan magsalita. Ang gagawin mo na lang ay titerman mo. Kaya mo ba? Sabi niya, oo, gagawin ko lahat ng sasabihin mo. Sabi niya, ikaw ang masusunod. Total, nasa board yun eh. Okay. So, nag-drop kami. Nag-drop ako ng ganito. Ito yon. Ito yung kanyang pledges. Ito yung kanyang covenant. At ang ginawa ko dito, sa plaza, dyan, sa Plaza Rizal, sa Tisa. Okay. May rostrum doon. Okay? Sinabi ko na, binasa ko lahat ito. Ito ang mga pangako na isa sa katuparan ng ating kandidato na si Ponce de Leon. Ahora siya ay manalo. Pinirmahan niya ito bilang pagsang-ayon. Pinirmahan niya. Palakpakan ng mga tao kasi binasa ko eh.
Opo. So, isa po dyan, sir, yung conversion.
Hindi. Kasi noon, hindi mo pwedeng banggitin sa kulyo noon na ang kulyo, ang kulyo na gagawin mo munisipyo. Makakalaban mo ang mga tao.
Ayaw pa nila.
Makakalaban ng mga tao.
Against.
Oo.
So,
Kaya noon, sinasabi ko kagad sa maski kay Mitra, huwag kang magsasalita ng tungkol sa munisipyo.
hindi po pala payag ang mga tao.
Wala,
Hindi
galit na
nila
galit ang mga
nakikita
tao.
yung advantage.
Oo. In fact, nung nilalakad ko yung munisipyo, mga kapwa ko pasyente, may nagsabi na traitor ako sa mga pasyente.
Sir, pinaka-insert ito.
So, okay. At saka, yun nga, kinakailangan, kasi yun nga, ang laging laban namin nung una, nauna yung karipela kaysa sa kabayo. Okay? O kinakailangan na baguhin natin. So, yun nga ang ginawa ko. Kinakailangan magkaroon muna ng electors, no, ng mga voters para sa mundo. And so I work for the enfranchisement of the people of Quezon to vote for the local officials. Kasi at that time, we were only allowed to vote for the president, vice president, senators, and congressmen. Of course, there was some municipality, so walang local officials. We were not allowed to vote for the governor, vice governor, and board members. No barangay, okay? And so we had to work for this. First is to enfranchise the people of Quezon, the qualified voters of Quezon, to vote. No? And to be given the right and privilege to choose their own leader, local leaders. And through the effort of Ponce de Leon. Alam mo si Ponce de Leon, ito naging member ito ng House of Representatives Electoral Tribunal. Kaya iba ang kanilang building eh, nasa Electoral Tribunal. Pumupunta ako diyan talahit. And medyo pampered ako sa kanya kasi noon pag pumupunta ako sa kanya, pinapagamit niya sa akin yung kotse niya. Balik-balik ako sa Congress, si Mitra at saka sa kanya. Okay. Yan nga, paglalabi. Sa paglalabi ng pagiging munisipyo. Ganun ang nangyari itong itong papel na to, pinaka-covenant na pinarmahan ni Ponce de Leon. At dito nakasaad na yun nga, bibigyan ng karapatan na ang mga taga-Quezon ay makaboto na sa local election. At ito ay naganap. Okay, so pagkatapos nito, na mga na nakaboto na tayo 1987. Nung magkaroon ng election para sa local officials, local election, 1988. Yun, kasama na yata yung 1988 yata yun, no? Sumunod na taon. Kasi pagkatapos ng EDSA Revolution, sunod-sunod na yan eh. Okay. Tapos, nakaboto na tayo sa nakaboto na tayo sa local. Nakaboto na tayo sa provincial. At dati naman tayo nakaboto sa national eh. So with that, nung makaboto na tayo, so that's the time. So sabi nga, this is the right time to really work hard for the conversion of Quezon into municipality. And I spearheaded the movement. Napakahirap. Ilang sectors ang nakalaban ko. At magtataka ka, ang isa sa mga sectors na yan ay ang mga kapwa ko pasyente. You know why? Because of the fear that once Quezon becomes a municipality, then the privilege from the from the sanitarium might be cut off. Yun ang nasa sa isip nila. At merong naglalason sa isip nila na ganyan na mangyayari. Yung anti-munisipyo. Okay? Ano pa? Hospital mismo, under Dr. Paul. Ang mga manggagawa dyan, kayo, ayaw ninyo na maging munisipyo ang Mulyon. Bakit?
Wala pera.
Because at the time, napakainit ng issue ng devolution. Na natatakot ang mga manggagawa ng hospital. Napakaganda ng hospital natin, the best in the entire Palawan. Di ba? Eh, paano nga naman kung ito ay madi-default?
Wala ng pasyente.
Oo. Okay. At ang magpapatakbo ay local government na lang. Okay? So, ayaw nila. Dr. Paul was very much willing for the conversion of Mulyon into municipality. Pero may hidden agenda si Dr. Paul at that time, alam ko. Kasi kaya niya gusto maging munisipyo, hindi na niya kayang makontrol eh. Ang laki ng Mulyon.
Population.
Hirap na. Okay?
Yung services po,
oo.
hindi na ma-provide.
Wala na, hirap na. Talaga. Yung ating mga kasada na, puno na ng basura, problema na sa ilaw, problema na sa tubig, lahat problema. So, ang gusto ni Dr. Puno, makonsentrate na lang talaga sa pasyente. Okay. Sa hospital. Another thing, landed people. Yung mga may malalaking lupa dito, yung iba nakaupo ngayon dyan eh. Pero sila, ang tinatawag nila ako. Sinasabi nila sa akin noon, Mr. Guia, yung ginagawa mo, suntok sa buwan yan. Walang mangyayari. Hindi magiging munisipyo ang Mulyon. Hanggang nandiyan ang, yung tawag nila yan, yung order na 384. No? Yung 384 daw, hanggang hindi raw yan naririnig. Sabi ko, darating tayo dyan. Basta, ang ginagawa ko, ito ay para sa kabutihan ng Mulyon. Ay sinasabi nila talagang ako raw ay sumusuntok sa buwan. Walang mangyayari. Bakit ayaw nilang maging munisipyo ang Mulyon? Dahil noong panahon na yon, nakaka-occupy sila ng hundreds of thousands of hectares na wala silang obligation, wala silang binabayaran. Ay paano kung maging munisipyo? Anong mangyayari? Hindi ba magkakaroon ng taxation? So ma-obliga silang mag-tax. So personal ang kanilang pagkakas. So, okay, so sila ang mga kalaban ko. Pero, so anong nangyari sa akin? So, kailangan I have to move heaven and earth para to convince people to support my advocacy, the conversion of Mulyon into municipality. So, I had to move around, figuratively speaking. I would rather say not a single inch of the Mulyon soil I did not touch on. Talagang niyapakan ko yan para lang makonvert ang Mulyon, ang mga tao na sumuporta sa advocacy na maging munisipyo ang Mulyon. Okay? At marami naman ang naniniwala, lalo na yung mga what's this? Yung mga farmers. Kasi gusto nila magkaroon ng sariling lupa. Siyempre, pag munisipyo, magkakaroon ng title. So, ay marami rin yan. So, sila mga common tao, sila ang sumuporta. So that, when this was put into a referendum, then the conversion of Mulyon into a municipality won. Nanalo siya na maraming tao, majority of Mulyon, wanted that Mulyon be converted into a municipality.
Stop muna tayo.
I remember that there was a time in the late 80s, together with some friends, I was invited by Mitra to the office in Binondo, Maynila, office of the Philippine National Bank, PNB. Director yata siya doon. And when I was invited, he showed me a resolution. A resolution of one of the municipalities in the northern Palawan. And in that resolution, requesting the intercession of Mitra na ang Mulyon ay maging part ng barangay ng isa sa mga munisipyo na. I won't mention the name. Pinakita sa akin. Nasabi sa akin ni Mitra at that time. Tawag niya sa akin, Laloy. Laloy, sabi niya, hindi na tayo magpapakahirap gumawa ng batas. Munisipyo na ang yun. Sabi ko, bakit ho? Eh sabi niya, ito may resolution. Gagawin na kayong
Parang affiliate po,
barangay.
sir?
Oo, gagawin barangay. Sabi niya, alam mo itong munisipyo na to, sabi pa niya, napakaliit ng mga butante nito. Mas maraming butante ang taga-Kulyon. Kaya kung gusto mong dalahin ang seat of government sa Kulyon, madadala mo. Sabi pa niya. Basta't maging barangay lang kayo nan. At wala na tayong hindi na kailangan ng batas, hindi na kailangan ng kongreso na gagawa ng mga. Ay hindi ho, sabi ko. Pagsisikapan namin na gumawa ng tatayo kami sa sarili namin at pagpapatuloy natin yung batas na magagawa ng Kulyon Intermunicipality. So, tuloy yun. Ganun ang nangyari. So I love it. At maniniwala ka ba noon na ang sinasakyan ko ay batil? Pag tumanggap ako ng telegrama dito, yung batil niya katulad ng katalin.
Yung kahoy.
Halos malubog-lubog na yan. Pag ako tinawagan niya noon na, Lalay, kailangan ka rito, meron tayong pag-usapan.
Wala pa po tayong aeroplano.
Wala pa. So, halos malubog, nakakatakot. Okay? Ang kabutihan lang din noon, I was supported by the school. No? Yung aming director ng eskwela na si Father John Chambers noon, ay ano siya, yung amenable siya, na ang Kulyon ay maging municipality. Kaya, ang ginagawa niya sa akin, siyempre wala akong kwarta. Okay? Alam mo ang ginagawa niya, siya nag-finance. Sige, sumakay ka. Ganon, ito, ganyan. Oh.
At hindi na kayo nagtuturo.
Kinaingitan ako sa doktor na kinaingitan ako ng mga kapwa ko teacher na, bakit niya si Mr. Guia palagi wala?
Hindi na teacher.
Alam mo, sagot mo dito, ikaw, kaya mo ba yung ginagawa ni Mr. Guia? Baka gano'n. Okay, so gano'n ang nangyari hanggang sa naglalabi, pupunta ako, yung risk, yung panganib na naranasan ko, hindi biro. Hanggang sa, yun nga, in 1992, that was February, I think that was February 12, when Republic Act 7193 was signed into law by no less than President Cody. Pero ang pakikipaglaban para dyan ay hindi naging napakadali. Talaga, kumbaga, may kasabihan tayo para tayong dumaan sa butas ng marami. Napakaraming hirap ang naranasan bago ng munisipyo. At may mga katulad kong may karamdaman na dahil nga sa ayaw na ito ng munisipyo ay napagsabihan pa traidor daw ako sa amin sa mga katulad namin dahil sa ginagawa ko. Pero ano ba ang nasa motibo ko? Ang kinabukasan ng mga batang taga-Kulyon. Kung ito ay hindi mawawala ang paglait, ang pagmamaliit, belittling or discrimination, out of control, walang kinalaman. Mayroon na, pero mahihirapan talaga.
At nagpapasalamat po kami sa inyo. Kasi talagang
At
maraming
saka, ngayon, di ba nakakatuwa? Ang mga batang Kulyon, pinagmamalaki na. Pinanganak ako sa Kulyon. Okay? Hindi na sila natatakot. At marami naman talaga ang, alam mo, mga katulad ninyo. Kano ba karami ang mga katulad ninyo na naging successful sa buhay?
At malaki ang advantage ng naging munisipyo ang Kulyon. Di ba?
Isipin mo na lang
marami
noong
ang
panahon.
papabot
Pero
sa ganoong...
noong panahon na yon na ako, natatandaan ko one time. The first time that Mitra visited Coron, that was May 11, 1986, after the EDSA Revolution. The EDSA Revolution was February. May 11, 1986. I was invited to attend the meeting sa Coron. Kaya alam ko yung kasaysayan kung bakit ang Coron ay nag-boom. No? Bakit ngayon ang Coron ay talagang halos siyudad na, di ba? Ang sakit nakasakay ako sa bangka. Pag darating na kami, mga kasakay ko dahil sabi niya, buti pa itong Coron, asensado na. Ang Kulyon, kailan pa kaya? Parang ganun ba? Alam mo, nasasaktan ako. You know why? Dahil I was there present nung pinaplano kung paano ano ang gagawin sa Coron. Kailangan mag-earmark to earmark a certain some millions para sa infra, para sa port, para sa seaport, para sa airport, sa road, lahat ng ano.
Infra.
Siyempre, nandun ako, kaharap nila ako, Ponce de Leon, and Congressman Ponce de Leon, and the Speaker, and at that time, Minister Mika. Tinatanong ko sila, bakit ang kulyon? Bakit walang bahagi ang kulyon? O, ayan naman sinasabi sa akin, ang kulyon ay hindi pa munisipyo at that time. So, kinakailangan maging munisipyo para pala makatanggap ng blessings from the national government. At yan, kaya alam na alam ko ang kasaysayan ng Coron. Before, noong 1986, mas mataas pa ang standard ng taga-kulyon kaysa sa Coron. Di ba? Kayo, saksi kayo dyan. Pero pagkatapos niyan, okay, dahil bumuhos na, lumabas na yung mga millions that were earmarked for Coron development. Hindi naman makapalag ang taga-kulyon. But yung ilaw na yan, sino ba ang nag-workout yan? Ang amang lingkod. Hindi pa ito munisipyo. I work for it. Ang ilaw natin nun, nakadepende lang sa, sa sanitarium. Okay? Hanggang sa nawala na yan. So I work para dyan sa na yan, sa napupag na yan. Okay? Through, isa yan, kasama yan dito sa pledge natin. Okay? The opening of the circumference of
Sir, sa term nyo na po ba yan? Nung mayor na kayo o before?
Wala pa, hindi pa ito munisipyo.
Hindi pa
Hindi pa ito munisipyo. Nagagawa na yan. Okay? Na-improve lang yan nung nakaupo na rin ako. Umupo na ako. That will be later on. Okay. Balala High School. Alam, kayo mga produkto niya kayo ng Balala High School? Ano ba ang Balala High School at that time? That was a dilapidated building. Kaya sinama ko yan dito, binigyan ng 80,000 pesos yan para hindi bumagsak, mag-iba. Okay? And then, the conversion of the Balala High School into a national high school. Kaya ano bang pangalan niya ng una? Kulyon Special
National
Kulyon Sanitarium
CSS.
Special National High School.
Kulyon
Because this was not a municipality yet.
CSS, NHL.
Haba.
Okay? So, gaano ba karami ng, kumbaga, kung maaalaala ko lang lahat ang mga nagawa at naging contribution ko para sa kulyon. Napakarami.
Okay.
After the referendum, Congressman Dave Abadiano Ponce de Leon sponsored in the House of Representatives a House bill for the conversion of Culion into a municipality. And with that House bill, Speaker Ramon Mitra Jr. Was the co-author. And fortunately, in as much as Speaker Ramon Mitra Jr. was the Speaker of the House of Representatives, then it went on smoothly until it was approved in the House of Congress. After all, it was just a local bill. And then, when it was submitted to the table of the President, that was, I think that was sometimes February. I am not very sure of the date. I think that was February 12. And the Republic Act, Culion became a municipality by virtue of the Republic Act 7193, which was signed by President Corazon Aquino. That was February 12, 1992. However, though Culion became a municipality in 1992, it took until 1995 before the election of the first set of officials. So it coincided with the presidential election in 1995. And with that, I decided to run as one of the candidates for the highest position in the local level. But before that, I would like to mention, and I think it is very important to note, that I was encouraged to participate in the election after only I was pronounced negative as negative from my disease leprosy. It was mid-80s when a young doctor, Dr. Art Kunanan Jr. introduced the multi-drug therapy, or known as the MDT treatment. And he was the one who convinced me to undertake the treatment of MDT. At first, I was very, very reluctant, and I did not want to heed his advice to undergo the MDT treatment. Because of my sad experience, I lost my faith in the potency and all kinds of medicines. But you see, Dr. Art Kunanan, was one of my students when he was in the high school. And so, well, of course, I love him. And so, with that, then I said, okay, I will go. I'll take that treatment, MDT treatment. And so I went that treatment. And for, I think, it is a little more than 2 years after the treatment. And I was pronounced negative. So I was pronounced negative, that was 1986, I think, that I started the MDT. And I was pronounced negative in 1988. Okay, so at that time, I was already working for the conversion of Kulyon into a municipality. So since I was pronounced negative, then when Kulyon was created here, the municipality, when Kulyon Leper Colony was already converted into a regular municipality, then I was compelled to throw my hat in the Kulyon politics, in the arena of Kulyon politics, for local position, And okay, so we were I think we were 9 who aspired for the chief executive, that is for mayorship, and the election was made May 7. May 7, 1995. May 7, 1995. And modesty aside, of the candidates, I bested them all. And so I was proclaimed the very prestigious title as first mayor of Kulyon on May 9, after the official canvassing of the Board of Canvasser. So I was elected. I was elected as the first mayor. But it took until the June 30 that I took office, before I could assume the the position. Before I could officially function as mayor. And I think it was a very it was a very hard, it was really hard to become a first mayor in a place like Guia, because generally a certain let's say barangay would become a municipality but it has a mother municipality. You know, the barangay has a mother municipality. But in the case of Culion, there was no mother municipality because Culion was a national reservation.
Yes.
And so, it had to exist from nothing, from zero.
Yes.
In fact, I would rather say that at the very time, the very day that I started the official function as a mayor, I made it under the house of a private person because a private
No
house
office, yes.
because there was no municipality yet.
Yeah.
No, there was no municipal hall. Okay, so I was given the privilege to use a table and a chair in that private house to officially function as mayor. Actually, I took my office out of office June 30. No, June 30, under the late Governor Salvador Socrates at the time. Okay, so I started functioning as a mayor, and I said it was so difficult. There was no budget. I did not have even a piece of paper. I did not even have a single a ball pen or any.
Material.
So I had to depend on the things that I brought with me from the school. Okay, so I had the papers, a little ball pen, and with that, it went on. Okay, and after negotiation, the proper negotiation with the chief of sanitarium, Dr. Paul Evangelista, we were able to utilize the former seat of the Culion chief or director, the present municipal building. And so there I transferred from the private house to the municipal hall, which is the present municipal hall. And there, but again, it was not easy because there was no budget, and what we did was to borrow from the provincial government the seed money of some 500,000, and so with that, so we started, and then everything is a history. I served for 3 years, one term, but I can say that. I am very satisfied. I am very satisfied of what I have, with the performance that I have rendered. You can just imagine that at the time, when Culion when Culion was still a sanitarium, you can just see the waste, no? All scattered, no? A problem of light, problem of water, roads, and so what I had to do is to attend to local needs, because I suppose that is very important to attend first to the local needs, and I believe that I have done it successfully. Because when I ran for re-election, I lost already in my re-election bid. But I would rather say I was able to reopen many roads, going to peripheral areas of Culion. The water system, which was a problem before I took the post as mayor. It was improved, and another thing is there were many water system all over the peripheral areas, which were put up. Like for example in Little Bintuan, in Lumber Camp, in Dinaydayan, in Kabul, Butnungan. Those were the places where the mini water systems were improved. Aside from the roads, of course, that were widened and where it became possible. Imagine that during this time when I assumed the office, there was no road going down to Binodak, which is a very densely populated fishing station. And so when I assumed the office, I was able to open again the road going down to Binodak. Fortunately, we were able to negotiate also the use of the sanitarium grader at that time. During my incumbency, I was able to acquire a bulldozer for the purpose of opening and widening of roads. So the rest is history. One thing there is that I am very satisfied with what I have done. No? Though I did not, though I lost in my election bid, but that is natural. Okay. Whereas I have to take it with the magnanimity of my heart. No, that is always a part of the game. So there, I experienced to become the first mayor, and that is a very what's this? This an honor, no? Because after that or during that time, I was subjected to so many interviews, no? Local, international, the CNN, BBC, Al Jazeera, all major networks. So I think that is a great honor, no, to become a first mayor. And even until now, I have the respect of so many people, mainly because that I was the first mayor of Guia. And so I retired from politics in 1998. Okay, so when I ran for mayor, I was still in the school in 1995. Okay, and so when I won, then of course I left the school for 3 years, from 1995 to 1998, and in 1998 I was recalled to the school, so I again continued to teach in the school until I retired in 2003. That's my actually retirement from the school. But it was not a total separation, no, for me from the school, from the teaching profession, because I was invited to become a teacher emeritus. So I served again from 2003 until 2007, more or less 40 years that I served as a teacher, high school teacher. And well, I think I am already fulfilled, no, with those things that I have done and what I have contributed, making Culion a paradise again, erasing and obliterating that image of Isle of the Living Dead or medical exiles, and the children of Culion became already proud that they are from Culion. And so I think I am already fulfilled. But again, there were still challenges, no? That were still even designed for me. Because I was once invited to Cebu, and that was in 2007, for a international convention in the establishing of the International Association for Integration, Dignity, and Economic Advancement of Persons Affected by Leprosy in the Philippines. So in that convention, I was elected as president. So again, that is a very sensitive position, because it is an international. The idea Philippines is affiliated to international organizations. Precisely, I am invited into so many countries, no, in order to participate in symposium, in conferences, and so, in many meetings. That is why I was invited to India twice Uh, I have shared one in the Magnolia, Delhi, uh, were the first global appeal to end the stigma against persons affected by leprosy. And the Philippines was one of the signatories, and in behalf of the Philippines, I was the one who signed. And that is the Global Appeal 2007. Okay, so there were 16 representatives from over the country, from the different countries, okay, including the United States,
All over the world.
all over the world, global.
Global.
And so I am happy to say that I am one of the first signatory of the first global appeal. Okay, so from then on, I was again invited to so many conferences and meetings. Again, I was invited to what is this, to Jharkhand State in India. My second time in Jharkhand State. I have my pictures here later on. In order to formulate the World Health guidelines, the guidelines of the World Health Organization in the treatment of the persons affected by leprosy. So, in so many conferences in the Philippines. And there was a time that I was invited to, I think that was in Bangkok in 2010, May 2010, to speak of how to end persons affected by leprosy. That is by way of invitation that I went to Bangkok, Thailand. And in 2013, I was invited again to Jakarta, Indonesia, for another meeting in relation to the appeal of eliminating the stigma against persons affected by leprosy. And this time, I have now the invitation going to Japan, so I will be going to Japan this January 25 until January 10. We'll be returning to the Philippines in February 1st. So, what I have done and what I am doing now, they are all, for me, are for the good of the people, for the people of Quezon, and for the people who are affected by leprosy, not only in the four corners of the Philippines, but in some other places in the world. Since when I speak, of course, naturally, it is always global in nature. So, for me, the enfranchisement, now going back to Quezon, the enfranchisement of Quezon voters, that is giving the rights to vote and giving them the complete citizenship under their constitution as Filipinos. And the conversion of Quezon into a municipality are my legacies that I believe will forever be remembered as long as Quezon exists. So there are still so many things that I still have to say, but at this point in time, I think we need to have a little rest. But again, just in case, I would like to say to be very grateful to the Quezon General Hospital, Quezon Sanitarium and General Hospital, especially to Dr. Art Cunanan, to his staff in the sanitarium, to Mr. John Lisboa, who is the cameraman, to Madam Gemma Neri for the interview. And I am very thankful to all. Anything more?
Ito ba yung siguro yung mga yung sa kasalukuyang mga henerasyon?
Yeah. Well, of course, as I said, the legacy that I have given to them is that they now enjoy the complete citizenship under the Constitution. And that Bicolian people, no, the generations now and the generations to come, will certainly be proud that they are from Culion. No, they now can enjoy all the benefits coming from the different agencies of the government. Not like before when Culion was only under the control and management of the Department of Health. So, and precisely that's why I am very happy that I received so many communication from the different parts of the globe, from my students through the Facebook, that they are already making good for themselves. And that proves only that the children of Culion, if given the opportunity, they really will shine. The same thing as persons affected by leprosy. You know, the persons affected by leprosy in my case, no. One thing that I would rather say, of course, we are vulnerable to inferiority complex, no, because of our condition. But as for me, my vulnerability, no, must not be compromised, no. When dignity and honor is at stake, we have to prove that we are God created. We are God's. We are created under the image and likeness of God, and that we have to enjoy all the blessings that are enshrined and embodied in the 1948 Universal Declaration that all men are free and of equal dignity and honor. In short, in the Universal Declaration, all men are created equal, and so we are all equal. So, I think so far, I thank you all, and if there's anything more that you would like to ask me.
Siguro yung huli lang po dito banda, yun, yung parang tinatanong nila yung yung situation ngayon compared sa situation last year.
Well, of course, it's very different as speaking of the in comparison, the present and the years then, no. Culion is very much improved. One thing more is that leprosy is already conquered. No? One thing more. In fact, Culion is pronounced as leprosy-free island by the World Health Organization, and that was pronounced during the celebration of the Culion Centennial, May 27, 2006. 2006. Okay. And Culion was declared as a free leprosy island. So there is nothing more to be afraid of. Every person in Culion will be very, very proud already, even if they are from Culion, only because they have nothing to be afraid of.
And we are winning also about the discrimination in the stigma, the fight for the stigma.
Yeah.
How are we going to declare that we already won about this?
I think so. I think so. We have overcome the our struggle.
Yeah, that's right.
As far as discrimination is concerned.
Yeah.
But of course, it will still go on.
Okay.
And so the appeal. That's why we always have the global appeal, because our fight, our struggle to finally, not necessarily to end it up, to obliterate it, but to mitigate it. And of course, time will come that discrimination, we will not be suffering so much discrimination. In fact, as I said, we can enjoy, we have to enjoy the blessing of the 1948 declaration that all men are born free, equal in dignity. So that's why our children now, I am happy to see them. No, they are all scattered all over the place, over the world, and they, as I said, they are already making it for themselves. And they are proud that they are from Quilon, which formerly they were very much afraid to say that they were from Quilon, mainly because they were discriminated. And so this time, they are no longer afraid. They are now brave enough to say, I am from Quilon, and I am proud to be a Quilon born citizen or person. So again, I have to, well, of course, for the listeners now, I still have to invite each one of you to also be disciples and agents and apostles to tell the world that leprosy is curable, and leprosy is not leprosy is curable, and it is not as it was believed before that it is highly transferable. Leprosy is just an ordinary sickness. Persons should not be afraid of it. But mind you, I tell you, just in case that there is a sign, any signs that it might be, what's this, a sign of leprosy, the best thing is to see the doctor. Because, what's this? What is that saying? Is prevention is better than an ounce of treatment for cure.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, I have to say, I have to be very grateful to Kokonanan, of course, to the organizer of this oral history. And I believe that there are more people, no, here in Quilon who have their history that are really worth recording, and their contributions and their achievements are worth emulation for the generations yet to come. Okay, so thank you again,
Thank you very much.
and good day again.
Thank you very much, Pastor.
The celebration of the centennial anniversary of Quilon, it gave me sweet memories to remember. Because during that time I received awards. One of the awards was a plaque for leadership. Another was a plaque for pioneering work. Another is for education. Okay. And one important plaque that I received was from my hometown, Talaga, Mabini, Batangas, when I became a mayor. I would like to go back to that because when I left our place, I was nobody, and I was even discriminated, and my family was also discriminated. But when I became a mayor, then everybody would claim that I was the relative. They were proud of me, and I received a plaque saying that I am one of the outstanding son of my hometown in Batangas. So what I can say, I think the lesson behind that is that every person who is sick of leprosy has to aspire in such a way. He must have proper education, no? And he has attained something that the people around him can be proud of. So those were the things that I am very proud of, that I receive all those things as my, I rather would say, the price of my contributions and achievements.